Om Swastiastu. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me. The ones I respect in particular, Mr. I Gusti Ngurah Agung Wijaya Mahardika, SPD MPD, and whom I respect are also guarded friends in class 4B. On this occasion, I will deliver in a speech with the title Freedom in Promiscuity. Promiscuity is a plague in the association of teenagers and young people. This uncontrolled sporadic outbreak has had various negative impacts on the future of the Indonesian nation. Promiscuity can be done consciously by young people or just following the trend. For those who don't know the consequence of promiscuity, here are some important points to consider not to have promiscuity. The first thing about promiscuity, it is that women are the creature who has more hermit the sacrifice. For young women, promiscuity tends to lead to free sex compared to drug use, insubordination, and so on. First of all, be aware that you live in Indonesia, which flanked by other Asian countries which are full of extreme customs. Maybe you don't realize it now, but think about it. The future. Will your partner be able to accept you for you are? Have you ever had to girlfriend must be beautiful and wife must be decent? When you are traveled in promiscuity, how worth it you are for your partner in the future? If you think that men do it too, you are right. They do it by the don't respect the woman who do it and look the down of them. It is not fair, but it is a reality that you have to accept. So, as a woman, be very good taking care of yourself. The second consequence of promiscuity is that it is impossible for you free from disease. How sure you are that your partner is honestly with you, whereas he could lie to you about number of partner and his habit of taking drugs? Maybe your partner is honestly, but its partner other than you also honestly and promiscuity. It is very clear that the value of truth and honesty has been shared. The Indonesian Demography and Health Survey IDHS in 2017 showed that 8% of men and 2% of women aged 15 to 24 years had sexual intercourse. As many as 11% pregnant out of outwork. Data from Ricket Back Research Indonesia, which conducted a survey in 2019, stated that 33% of Indonesian teenagers had sexual relations. Students themselves can be fall into the category of teenagers because in general the age range of students is 18 to 25 years. So, colored adolescents are aged to 10-24 years. The data above show to how set the moral generation that has occurred in Indonesian young generation is although it does not clearly show that of free sex among students, free sex behavior among students themselves into an open secret. This is suffered from promiscuity has very varied from those can be current to those that are difficult and even incurable, such as AIDS, herpes, cancer, and so on. A common disease that afflicts the perpetrators of promiscuity is chlamydia, in that the impact given is not as great that given by HIV and cancer, but the disease caused by this fungus is very disturbing and uncomfortable. Image if you have to endure eating and here for days or even week in the genital area, not to mention the stage that accompanies it. This disease affect both men and women. For young men, do not be front of your freedom from the physical characteristic involved in sexual promiscuity. Has it ever crossed your mind that women are great comparison? Pay attention to your surroundings or when you were a child, how often you heard your or your friends compared to others. Of course, if you engage in promiscuity of your abilities, your form and all kind of technique will be compared with your other female partners. If your performance is good, of course you can feel front. You can just ask your partner directly. Then you are sure that he was telling the truth. Maybe he is just pretending to. Keep you by his side for other use. What if you die, you find out that your partner is spreading your incompetent or your true performance to your partner is not as great as you think. Of course, you can immediately curse with harsh words, but will it change your already skirted self-esteem and get a bad reputation? If that's not enough for you, think if you ask a man who will generally be the partner of your children, have a daughter, will you allow him to do what you have done? Or will you use the excuse of repentance of in forbidding your child or while you cause to lead to your old child? What's worse, what if your daughter becomes a victim of promiscuity and her life suffers from illness or an abusive partner? Are you willing to see the suffering of your child? No matter how clever the squirrel jump, it's eventually falls, doesn't it? Think about your future before you decide to fall into promiscuity that it's not free. For those of you who traveled promiscuity, get out of this vicious cycle immediately. One thing you get when you get out of promiscuity, it insult and insult reproaches from your compatriots and also reproaches from those who finally find out that you are not a good woman or man. Let's go decide and reproaches. Think about your remaining future. It's not easy to rebuild what has been broken, but remember the saying, better late than never. Starting seeking professional help in the field if you find it difficult or need help. Don't hesitate to look the future. Even though it seems cyclical, but if you believe in a good almanac, then if you design the change and really live it, God will surely open a way for you and open new faith for you. So many speeches that I can convey. I apologize if there are wrong words in the delivery of his speech. I close with Paramasanti. Om Santi 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 Om.